What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive face first into the drama, and today we're going to talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z being called out by Tomi Lahren for not standing for the national anthem during last night's Super Bowl. Now, for those of you who don't know who Tomi Lahren is, she's a conservative political commentator who once had her own show called The Blaze that aired on Fox News. So Tomi Lahren has always been controversial, and it seems that Tomi always has something to say about black celebrities, black high-powered celebrities that don't parrot her same political beliefs. So last night it was a Super Bowl, all right? And so Beyonce and Jay-Z were caught sitting down during the national anthem. So let me play you that clip and then I'll be back. All right, so you guys saw that. You saw Beyonce and Jay-Z along with their daughter Blue Ivy sitting down during the national anthem. So Tomi Lahren took to her Twitter, and this is what she had to say in regards to Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting during the national anthem. All right, so this is what she said. "You hate police, Donald Trump, and the spirit of this nation so much, you can't pick your privileged blanks off the chair for 2 minutes to pay some respect." And then she had the nerve enough to say despicable. All right, and then she goes on to say Beyonce and Jay-Z, former drug dealer, sits down for the national anthem because apparently the United States of America has oppressed them with millions upon millions of dollars in fans. Sounds rough. Maybe they should try another country that allows them a little more freedom and success. All right, so we heard what Tomi had to say. Now, the one thing that I find more disrespectful than Tomi using the word despicable to describe Beyonce and Jay-Z sitting during the national anthem is when she called Beyonce and Jay-Z privileged. Now, the reason why when she called them privileged bothered me, it's because it's almost like a reverse tactic that she used to put Jay-Z and Beyonce in the realm of being privileged because they're rich, when we all know that being privileged has nothing to do with the amount of money that you have or what your career is when you're an African American. It's all about the pigmentation of your skin color. That is what privilege is. And the reason why I say this is because when you look at the footage of Beyonce and Jay-Z sitting for the national anthem, I can't help but to notice that there are other white people around Jay-Z and Beyonce that are also sitting. So let's just say that those same white people that were sitting for the same national anthem are just as rich as Beyonce and Jay-Z. You want to know what white privilege is? White privilege is what Tomi Lahren did. She made it a focal point to call out Jay-Z and Beyonce for sitting, but she totally ignored the other white people that were sitting as well. So you can call out Beyonce and Jay-Z, but you can totally ignore that your own race was sitting down for the national anthem that you said was very despicable for someone to sit down for. So it's everyone who didn't stand for the national anthem last night at the Super Bowl. Are they despicable, or is it just Jay-Z and Beyonce? I need to know. I seriously need to know because it sounds very hypocritical. Listen, let's take a look at it. So when you look at this picture from the Super Bowl last night during the national anthem, you can clearly see a white couple that is sitting down also, but nobody white is pointing that out. No one has anything to say about it. They're just focused on Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting for their national anthem. So let me play the video again so you guys can see from a different angle that this couple, this white couple, is sitting just like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That
Now, when you look at the video, you can clearly see that there's more than a couple of white people that are sitting for that same national anthem. See, this is how white privilege works. They don't acknowledge their own race when they do something wrong, but they will call out another race for doing the same wrong thing. That's how it goes, and this is what Tomi Lahren did. She made it a focal point, like I said previously, to call out Jay-Z and Beyonce for doing the same thing that members of our own race was doing at that same Super Bowl. Now listen, not only did Tomi Lahren have something to say about Jay-Z and Beyonce, Colin Kaepernick's fiance or wife or whatever she is to Colin Kaepernick, she came out and said something in regards to Jay-Z and Beyonce as well. So guys, if you remember when Jay-Z partnered with the NFL and he said this.
I think we've passed kneeling. I think it's time to go into actionable items. So what are we gonna do?
So when Colin Kaepernick's fiance caught wind that Jay-Z and Beyonce were sitting for the national anthem, she posted or reposted where TMZ reported it, and then she captured it and said, "I thought we were past kneeling though." Well, Nessa, they were actually sitting, but I understand where you're coming from. But anyway, to make matters worse, 45 doesn't even know where the Kansas City Chiefs are from. Check out this tweet. He says, "Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs on a great game. A fantastic comeback under immense pressure. You represented the great state of Kansas and in fact the entire USA so very well. Our country is proud of you." So once he finds out that the Kansas City Chiefs are located in the state of Missouri and not in the state of Kansas, he tweets this. He says, "Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs on a great game and a fantastic comeback under immense pressure. We are proud of you and the great state of Missouri. You are true champions." Now listen, I'm not going to turn my back on the fact that Jay-Z messed up in my opinion when he made that statement and spoke for all black people and said that we were past kneeling. And in my opinion, he threw Colin Kaepernick under the bus. Now, all of a sudden, once you done got the bag from the NFL, now you want to make a statement, but you got the bag first. So I'm looking at Jay-Z with the side eye still. But listen, this is the thing. Tomi Lahren, you can't come out and criticize nobody without criticizing your own race for sitting for the national anthem as well. And Tomi Lahren, you're nothing but a culture vulture yourself, because all you do is attach yourself to prominent and dominant black men and women, and you make these outrageous statements about them just to get attention and notoriety, to keep your name up in lights so you can have some type of career, because other than that, you're boring. So you have to attach yourself to, the black elites to actually keep your career pushing forward. But we all know who you are. We understand and we see right through you. Listen, I respect our troops, and for them to put their lives on the line on a day-to-day basis to protect us, it's just a brave and a courageous thing for them to do. And some of them won't even live to, have children or to see their families again. And they sacrifice all of that for us. So I have great respect for them. And I have great respect for our veterans. But let's keep it all the way real. We have all these Powerballs out here. We have all these Mega Millions, Cash 5 lottery and things of that nature, but we have veterans on our street corners that don't have a place to live. We have veterans on our street corners that can't afford medicine. And in my estimation, if you care so much about our troops and you care so much about African Americans who kneel and sit for the national anthem, why don't you take care of the veterans? Why don't you show that you really love this country? In my estimation, when I see veterans on the street begging for money with no place to stay and no food to eat, to me, it makes me feel that, the powers that be really don't care about their own race either. When you look at it, because in my city where I am, and when I ride downtown and things of that nature, most of the veterans that I see are white. I'm just keeping it real. And they're the ones that are looking for a place to stay and they need money to eat. My thing is, did you just use your own people? Do you use everybody to just fight the agenda that you want personally? And that's talking about the presidents that were in the Oval Office, past and present. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're going to exclude Obama. I'm just keeping it all the way real. Okay? So this agenda that they're fighting for, you really don't care who you use to fight for this country as long as what you want, right, comes to pass, as long as what you want comes to fruition. And that is the issue that I have when people try to call us out for not doing something that they deem is wrong, excluding the fact that this is what this country fought for all of us to have a certain level of freedom of expression, for all of us to be able to exercise our freedom of speech. But we all know as black folks that there's no freedom of speech, especially when you start to question authority about how we're being treated here in America. You know, when you start talking about the injustices of America, then your freedom of speech and freedom of expression becomes a threat to their supremacy, because in their eyes, you're not supposed to question any authoritative figure. You know, they're the authority. How dare you start to question them and go against the grain? But anyway, I'm gonna let this go and let y'all have that in the comments. Drop down and let a brother know what you think about the commentary within this video. And also give me your thoughts on how Tomi came after Jay-Z and Beyonce. Let a brother know, all right? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.